Good morning and welcome to the Trips coverage of the Women's World Cup Group D clash between England and Denmark. I'm Russ Vernon and I will be guiding you through the Lionesses game this morning. Hopefully everyone is doing fantastically well. We'll go through the team news in just a couple of moments. I know England have made a couple of changes from the win over 80 in last Saturday, should I say, which sees Lauren Emp and Jess Carter drop out of the side, which sees Rachel Daly and Lauren James come in to the starting lineup. We'll run you through the both sides in just a second or so as we get ready for kick-off in this game. While we wait for kick-off in this game, I'll just let you know how the earlier match today ended up for those who are interested in the other matches taking place in the Women's World Cup this year and on today. Hopefully enjoyed the preview show last night, by the way, with myself, Russ Vernon, sitting in for the brilliant Nicholas Jones. Earlier on this morning at 1 a.m. it was Argentina against South Africa, and they finished Argentina 2, South Africa 2. South Africa went into a 2-0 lead with 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes for the game back level. Nicholas Jones will be on later and he will tell you who scored in the roundup show later this evening, so stay tuned for that one. After us will be no more live commentary today, but after this game at 9:30 we have got China against Haiti at 12 o'clock. No commentary here on the commentary hub. Well, that's also in Group D in England's group today. Wonder how England will set up this one. Then it looks as though Rachel Daly, from what I understand, will play at left back today, and it'd be interesting to see if that is the case, and interested to see which side of the front few players or the front positions that England forwards play, whether James will play on the right or the left, as the teams emerge excuse me, from the tunnel as we get ready for the kick-off in this game. It's going to be a good one, I reckon. It's England against Denmark, and a very good morning to all our listeners, or good afternoon or good evening, depending where you are across the world. This game is taking place in Sydney, but England know that a win could guarantee them a place in the knockout stages of the competition. It should be a good match, this one. This anthem's about to be played, but what I'll do, we'll just run you through the two sides in just a moment. Also, just getting ready for the kick-off in this game. I'll just run you through the match officials that we've got today, and we have got Tess Olsson from Sweden as the referee, assisted by Lucy Lachovic from Czech Republic, from Polyek Iriturdu from Cyprus, with Oh Hyun Young from South Korea as the fourth official. Naragua is where the video assistant referee is from. That's Tatina Guzman, with Carol Ann Chard from Canada and Catherine Nesbitt from the United States in the VAR room today, with Catherine Nesbitt, the offside video assistant referee, Carol Chard is the assistant video assistant referee, and Tanaya Guzman, the video assistant referee. The Denmark national anthem is being played out as I'm going through those officials for you. Should be a very good game today, I reckon. I'm really looking forward to enough to be able to see plenty of goals in this game. No listening in. You want to know your score prediction for the game, you can do so by just messaging us in on the live chat and put your score prediction, or you can message us over on our Facebook page, facebook.com/the commentary hub, or you can tweet us if you want, commentary live 1, put the hashtag ENGDNE, and I'll make sure you add, and also add TC Hub as well, and we'll get your score predictions in that way as well. We're almost set for kick-off then. National anthems have been done. The players will be getting ready to come out, or get ready to go into their position, should I say now. And we'll have, as Demo just go through and clap and high five England players. So let's see how this one goes today. Can England get another win in their game, or will Denmark frustrate them and get a win themselves? Should be a good one, this one. We'll have a look at the two teams in just a moment for you and guide you through the formations as well for the Lionesses and the Danes, and what's going to be a very good game. Neil Harder is a top player and she captains the Danish side. We'll go through the rest of their team in a minute or so. There's the England squad. Then for their photos, two changes for the Lionesses as I mentioned. And let's see if that's going to be the case. There's Tess Olsen, the referee in the middle, about to do the coin toss. And we're just having a look at the VAR officials that I mentioned in their VAR room. Hopefully we won't see any VAR action today. And now let's take a look at the two sides, starting with England. It's Mary Earps in goal. He's a back four from right to left of Bronze, Pride, Greenwood and Daly. Midfield trio of Toon, Walsh and Stanway. Then up front is Lauren James, Alessia Russo and the impressive Chloe Kelly in the starting lineup. The rest of the Lionesses squad are amongst the substitutes. Here's the Danes side. Is Christensen in goal. They're playing a back four as well of Savek, Boziger, Boy and Berger. He's a midfield of Asbo, Omgaard and Kuhl. And then the front three of Thomason, Harder and Madsen in the Danish side. Rest of their squad also amongst the substitutes. Should be a good one this then. Denmark all in red. England in white, blue, white. There's Rachel Daly there. And England will be open to go off to the winning start. It looks as though England may have got black armbands on for the passing of Trevor Francis and Chris Bob Williams earlier on in the week. Everyone with the commentary would like to send our condolences to both the friends, family of both those two players. As it'll be Denmark to get us off and underway then. Attacking the goal away to my left hand side as England with Stanway pick up loose ball and will try and come forward. But they've lost out in the midfield there as here comes Denmark, but Lucy Bronze intercepts and he's been nudged off the ball there. It's Lucy Bronze, which does really well to keep hold of possession and go back to the captain Millie Bright, who clears up to halfway, and there is a ball hit forward looking for the run of Chloe Kelly. And let's see Russo, we can't pick up there. Stanway just goes down to her haunches. Picked up a bit of a knock there early on. Georgia Stanway, she's going to be okay to continue though, it looks like. As we see a shot of Simone Boy. As Denmark, Taylor throwing down that, but Bronze intercepts. Gets it Stanway back to Lucy Bronze, who does ever so well to keep hold of the possession for the Lionesses, and goes back to Millie Bright, who in turn goes back to Mary Apes, who will keep the ball moving forward for England over to the far side, and Alex Greenwood. Greenwood across to Lucy Bronze, and England utilising their right hand side, as here is Chloe Kelly, who's going to cut in field into Stanway. And that was Walsh into Stanway this time, and 2 now gets it to James, out wide to Rachel Daly. Daly Taylor turn on the edge of the penalty area for the Lionesses. Out wide is Lauren James. James attacking down the left hand side and twist one way then the other. Can she get the ball in? She can. Too much on the cross, but Lucy Bronze can just keep the ball in and play the ball back. Can she? No, the ball just bounced behind for a goal kick. Serena Veman there. Impressive start to her Lionesses campaign as head coach. England, of course, won the Euros under her last year, and should be looking try to work up to her name for the Lionesses this time around. As there's a goal kick from Christensen, who plays long up towards halfway, and there's a ball won by Cool there for Denmark, who's been forced backwards, and England good pressure from the Lionesses to force them back as James wins the header. Walsh heads away, can't find Ella Toon, but here's Alessia Russo, and he's now out of play for a throw to England, which will be taken by Rachel Daly over on that far side. There's the Danish boss, Lars Sondergaard. We'll be looking to try and cause an upset in this World Cup by beating one of the favourites for the competition in England. As he's runs down the line to Kelly. Can Kelly turn away? She can't, and he's just forced out of play by Katrine Verge there, who will take the throw-in now for the Danes on this near side. Trying to pick out Madsen. Will she, or will she go for Odd? But she goes for Madsen and rules out to Kelly. Kelly, she passed Verge there, and coming across was Boy to clear out for a throw-in. England 0, Denmark 0 as play almost 3.5 minutes. Here is Lucy Bronze into Chloe Kelly, back towards Lucy Bronze. Good play, this is Stanway. Back it goes into the path of Millie Bright. Bright down the line to Chloe Kelly. Kelly goes back to Bright and then into Stanway. And then in towards Kira Walsh and Millie Bright, but there's Greenwood to intercept and find James. James back to Greenwood. And now Kira Walsh, who just turns and plays a wonderful chip ball looking for Chloe Kelly on this right hand side. Kelly takes it under her stride. Verge comes across and wins it back for Denmark. And Denmark will clear downfield. Well, there's the header from Millie Bright, midway inside the Danes off. Now on towards half when Lucy Bronze just sips in ahead of Pernille Harder. And that's good play from the England Lionesses right about there to just nip in there. Pernille Harder got the assist in the match day 1 win over China for the Danes. I wonder how they will approach this one then. Ball thrown down looking towards Cole, but England just intercept and clear away with Millie Bright and then Lucy Bronze. Bright has it back, and Bright will turn and clear away. Goes out for a throw into Denmark. Midway inside the England off on this near side of the left as they attack. England's right, the Denmark's left is the left back. Verge comes up to Taylor throwing from the left back position. She's looking for options to try and find a person to play to. And here comes England with Lauren James after Denmark gave possession away to her. James waiting for Daly on the overlap, but she cuts inside and finds Greenwood. Greenwood resets and goes to Millie Bright, who will look to fetch the ball forward from centre back. Drops out wide to this right hand side and Lucy Bronze. Bronze attacks down this right hand side, plays the ball in towards, let's see, Russo just gets there to Stanway, in towards Toon, but he goes to Walsh, out wide to Daly. Now James, Lauren James, Can she strike your goals? She can! And what a goal from Lauren James! England have taken the lead! It's took 6 minutes for the opening goal of the game to come! And Lauren James, who started the last game on the bench, brings it to the starting lineup today and opens the scoring with a peach of a goal! And England lead by a goal to nil. Talk about build-up play. Wonderful build-up play. It was super from the Lionesses. Walsh into Daly, Daly into James, and then it just opened up for her. And she made a curly shot into the bottom corner. And Lauren James with a superb finish gives England a dream start in their second group game against Denmark. This is what England would have wanted. The early goal settle any nerves that they got. And it's a superb finish. And England tear the lead through Lauren James, the sister of Chelsea and England men's player Reece James, and a superb goal to give England a 1-0 lead here. Now Denmark have it all to do if they are to get back into this game now. England, Denmark will have to come. It will leave spaces in behind, which England could try and exploit and put pressure even further on them. As this ball comes in from Verge, goes towards goal, but Mary Earps claims it well. Feet behind the line, arms out of the line, and England take an early lead here against Denmark. And what a start from the Lionesses and Lauren James to get it. England lead by a goal to nil. As here comes Daly, who switches the play to Millie Bright. As England will look to come down this right hand side again. This is the area which England have targeted against the Danes, their left hand side. As here comes England again with Bronze, trying to get the ball forward, but Bronze just can't keep the ball in play. But England get the ball back with Millie Bright. Now it's Alex Greenwood who will rush up to go out to the left hand side, and Daly, no, she goes back to Millie Bright on this right hand side, right into the left of Stanway, who puts in field. Stanway will look to go out wide to the left, will she? Yes, and use Daly. Back into Stanway. And now back out wide to Daly. Down the line to the goal scorer, James. Wonder if she'll have another one of those in her locker. James now finds Bronze. Lucy Bronze. Back to the goal scorer, James. Now wide to Daly. Daly delivers a low ball in. It's blocked from the number 19, Thompson. And it's behind for an England corner. Almost 8.5 minutes gone. It's England 1, Denmark 0. If you're just joining us, you've missed a superb goal from Lauren James, who put England into a 1-0 lead, and a fantastic start from the Lionesses as Alex Greenwood comes across to take this corner. James inside the penalty area, as we just see a shot there just there on our monitors. Greenwood spots the ball down. Bright, Daly, Bronze, Russo all in there. Chloe Kelly goes short for it. Back to Greenwood. Back towards Chloe Kelly if she can get there. She does, Chloe Kelly, and she wins another corner for England. And that's clever play from the Lionesses. They realised they couldn't go into the mixer straight away. No one followed the run of Chloe Kelly. Played a quick 1-2 with Greenwood. Tried to get the ball back, and then he was almost caught out. And what will this corner prove from Greenwood? It goes in towards the mixer. Edge goal from Lucy Bronze, flicked on by Stanway. Over a kick from Chloe Kelly, and it just bounces wide of the far left-hand post. And England have made a fantastic start, and this is unlucky there from Chloe Kelly. Brilliant header back in from Stanway after Bronze helped it initially back in. And there's the header, there's the red kick just going wide in the end from Chloe Kelly. And England have a 1-0 lead here. And I wonder if England will continue in this rich vein of form and good tempo that they've started with in this game for all the 90 minutes. As here's Rachel Daly. Finds Alex Greenwood. To Kira Walsham, now back to Greenwood, and England will just nod the ball around well. Mary Earps gets another touch to the ball, not really that much to do with. Mary Earps so far as Greenwood spots a wonderful raking pass to Chloe Kelly, who can try and get Lucy Bronze away with a superb flip, but he won't come off. But now Bronze intercepts as Verge slips, plays it in towards Chloe Kelly. Kelly just keeps the ball in play, delivers a low ball in towards the penalty area. Cleared away on the edge of the box by Krul there, who can't keep the ball moving forward. for Denmark. But now here comes Verge again. Down the line it goes. Into the number 17 there, and Madsen. Madsen flicks it forward. Wonderful interception there from Millie Bright, who chips a wonderful ball through towards Russo. Here's Stanway, the scorer of England's goal in the opening group match from the penalty spot against Haiti. Here is Russo, goes on another challenge. Referee says no free kick. Walsh intercepts momentarily, but then Denmark have the back. But then Alex Greenwood intercepts brilliantly and gets England back on the front foot. Walsh drops it back to Bright. Now Greenwood again. England looking to try and get on the front foot to the available opportunities. Greenwood just charged out of defence and no one went with her. And now Ella Toon gets in behind here for England. Ella Toon inside the penalty area. Can Ella Toon supply across? She can't. She has to go back to Daly. Into James now. James left hand side of the penalty area. Goes to the field. Ball into towards Russo. Cleared away. Comes back out to Lauren James, who just keeps the ball moving. Back to Rachel Daly. Daly will look to get the ball in motion now. Stops for James. James sees the win of Ella Toon. Can Toon get the ball in? No. Toon just keeps the ball moving and finds James again. James back to Daly. Daly just falls back a little bit because the ball went just behind her. Here's Lucy Bronze now, who's coming from the right flank to move that onto the left. Here's James now, middle of the park on the left hand side. James around one, leaves the ball in. He takes a deflection behind for a corner. And I've just seen a Bournemouth flag behind the goal away to my right hand side where England are attacking. And England lead by a goal to 0 as Alex Greenwood will come across to this corner. Lucy Bronze is inside the penalty area, so too Millie Bright. Russo will be in there too, so will Daly. So will Chloe Kelly. And it's in towards Millie Bright. Bright heads it back in. Just heads away. This time Bright knocks the ball back. England just keeps hold of possession with Kira Walsh. How wide is Alex Greenwood? Back to Kira Walsh as England just keep possession well. Here's Bronze to Greenwood. England that managed to clear the corner, but England have regained possession very quickly as no Danish players came to charge them down. As here's Lauren James now for Rachel Daly. Back into Alex Greenwood as England will try and build from the back. Greenwood down the line to James. England moving down our left hand side now rather than going down the right. James to Walsh. To Daly now. What can England do here now? Daly. Wonderful bit of play. To James, back to Daly. And now all the way back to Alex Greenwood, who just keeps the ball well and moving, just very slowly though. So England don't lose possession within the sloppy pass. As we're saying that, meant England lost possession, but they've won it back through Daly to Stanway to James. Stanway again. Back to Lauren James, and now Kira Walsh into the path of Rachel Daly. James again. Wonderful play from Lauren James into Stanway. Stanway's going. Chips towards Lucy Bronze, who can just get there by deflection off the Danish head. But then Bronze plays it off of the number 17, Madsen, and win the throw-in for England. In towards the penalty area. James and Kelly can't get there, but now it breaks for Toon to Bronze. Bronze delivers a ball in towards the penalty area. James coming in the back post, can't get there. Thompson clears it away. Now for a throw to England, which will be taken by Rachel Daly over on that left hand side. England will look to build on their positive start. 14, almost 15 minutes gone. Here is England 1, Denmark 0. England open the score on 6 minutes through a wonderful curling effort into the bottom left hand corner of the Danish net. From England's side, left hand side from the Danish perspective through Lauren James. As England through Kira Walsh commit a foul. And Denmark have a free kick. Sunderfield will be scratching his head thinking, what can he do in this game? Denmark have really yet to lay a glove on this England back line. I hope that's not going to be a commentator's case as England just get the ball back with Lauren James. And Lauren James just loses out but wins a free kick. Fouled by Thompson on her. And England will try and come forward here as we see this ball moving forward. Here is Millie Bright to get the ball forward for England. Here's Lucy Bronze. Bronze does well to keep all of possession and is out of play for an England throw, which will be taken by Lucy Bronze. Good bit of play back from Stanway to keep the ball for England. Here's Bronze again. Now, Bronze coming forward over halfway. Hopping out to Lesia Russo. Look like Bronze was trying. She stays down inside the Danish half. The ball's in the centre circle. School just hits it out wide to the far side where the number 4 Sevek is there. And the ball goes out of play for a throw in. Lauren James will look to take it. Will she leave it for Rachel Daly? She will leave it for Daly. It looks like as Daly comes up from the back to this throw in. Will Daly go back to Greenwood, or will she play it into a safer position? She goes back to Greenwood, and Greenwood just keeps the ball in play to Daly, and Daly back to Greenwood over on that far side by the touchline on that far left hand side for England as they try and build from left to right in this first half. Here is Alex Greenwood. Good play from England as Russo comes short to get the ball inside, midway inside the Danish half. Out wide on that far side is Daly, who cuts in field. There is England just to keep the ball moving across, with Walsh picking out Bronze. Bronze cuts in field to Walsh into Stanway. Stanway has to go back to Millie Bright, who will in turn go back to Stanway. Stanway will look forward, will she? Yes. She can't play it forward, but Bright is there to help her out as England come forward down there on the side. Plays it into the channel towards Lesia Russo, but the ball just runs out of play harmlessly and is behind for a goal kick to Denmark. Almost 18 on the clock. It remains England 1, Denmark 0. And England's start would be nothing but prolific as we just see the goal again from Lauren James, and we're just seeing it here now. The speed of the shot was 62 kilometres an hour, 21.2 distance out, metres out as well from Lauren James, and that was a superb goal which gave England a lead on 6 minutes. Man City women, some more Man City fans there, or Man United fans in that far corner as well. Bournemouth behind that goal, away to my right hand side, away to my left. I've just seen a Chelsea flag with Chelsea on it, so plenty of English fans have gone out there. As here is Bronze, who just can't keep the ball in play. Looked like she had done for a moment, for the referee's whistle. England lead by a goal to 0 if you're just trying to see on the commentary up. Can England go on the front foot? Here is England coming with the ball forward now. Back it goes to the path of Bright via Greenwood, and now Bronze to Earps. Earps will look to go to the left hand side, and Greenwood on the edge of the penalty area for England. Into Millie Bright on also on England's edge of the box as England build from left to right as Bronze tries to play it inside to Stanway, blocked off there by Madsen. Serena Wiegman acting as ball girl this time. As the ball plays to Russo in towards Toon, who flicks it on to James. James had a penalty on the left hand side. Cuts in, strikes a goal again, and a save this time from Len Christensen. And England going close there in the end, but England are leading by a goal to 0 thanks to the early goal from Lauren James. Can England build on this now as here comes Walsh into Georgia Stanway? How wide is Chloe Kelly? Kelly now does well. Lucy Bronze delivers the ball in. Heads go up, and James is in there again at the back post. Came off a knee, and it fell kind for Christensen. And England almost doubling their lead in the fortuitous circumstances as he just bounced off Lauren James's knee and almost 1 foot of the goalkeeper, but she just got her angles right in the last moment to keep it at 1-0 to the Lionesses. But here is Rachel Daly, who will try and get the ball forward to Greenwood into the path of Millie Bright. Greenwood again. Good play this from England as they try and build up from the back is Millie Bright, though, out wide to this near side, and Bronze. Down the line it goes. Brilliant bit of play this from the Lionesses as England will try and keep the ball and play with Kelly and do so into Stanway. Stanway across to Ella Toon. Toon, will she go for goal? She will! Well, this time she won't be as profitable as Lauren James as the goalkeeper Christensen makes a comfortable save. 21.5 minutes gone then. England lead by a goal to nil thanks to that Lauren James 6-minute strike. And now Denmark have been trying to get the ball forward, but England have just, every time they've gone forward, have repelled their situation and got the ball back and gone on the front foot attack themselves. As James just loses out inside the mid-England half and now wins the ball back brilliantly as James gets it back to Daly. Daly to Walsh. To Daly again. Now James. Got to on the overlap if she opts to go down the line, but then she goes back up the line to Daly. To Greenwood, to Daly again. Daly down the line to Lauren James. James just turns in field back to Rachel Daly. Daly will look to spread the ball around. Here as England just play the ball into Millie Bright. Bright will come forward for England. Will she know? As she goes to Chloe Kelly, who chips the ball down the right hand side for the run of Georgia Stanway. Stanway can't get there as across comes Boy, who clears away. And he goes out of play for a throw into England. Good bit of play that between Chloe Kelly and Georgia Stanway, interchanging down this right hand side. Stanway opted to go down the line as Kelly came back inside England half to retrieve possession. As now Lucy Bronze has got Richard in space over on that far side if she can see her. She can't, so she goes to Alex Greenwood, who now finds Rachel Daly. Daly was told to play it into Lucy Bronze, but the Denmark have won the ball back from a sloppy pass there by Rachel Daly, but that was down to Lauren James, who told us to play that way. As the ball is shot just wide in the end, and it's Madsen who fires it wide, and that's the best chance Denmark have had. But Mary Ebbs have not had a save to make just yet. But Denmark's best chance they've had is through Madsen, after turning away from Alex Greenwood and striking across the face of goal. And if Pernille Harder had been there quicker, she probably could have slid in and turned the ball home at the back post. That's a warning sign for England. And now here comes Denmark as they will try and close England down as England attack. With Bright, chips the ball forward into Russo. Leslie Russo turns and goes down. Conway and wins England a free kick, foul by Madsen. As England lead by a goal to nil in this Women's World Cup. England 1, Denmark 0 as here comes Alex Greenwood for the Lionesses. Good play this from Alex Greenwood to find Kira Walsh, who just drops it down the line for Rachel Daly. Daly with the ball in towards the penalty. Russell's in there. Kelly 2. Comes out Taylor to under the box. Denmark just clear it away. And only can clear it for an England throw in. And this is good pressure from England, forcing Denmark to make rash clearances at the back. 25 minutes gone, then England lead by a goal to nil. For just trying to zero on the commentary up. Wonderful play this from the Lionesses as England just lose out with Stanway. Now Bronze has to get back as England will try and race back brilliantly as Denmark try and get through on the far side is Thompson. Daly gets bad there to block her off. Thompson goes for goal and fires just over the bar again. Could put warning signs for England in the last couple of minutes. First, Madsen got in and hit a shot across the face of goal and wide. And then Thompson just fired over the bar from the edge of the penalty area after England was caught out. With Bronzai over the pitch. Daly got back well to probably put the Danish midfielder off. And now here's Alex Greenwood who just finds Alessia Russo. Russo just turns and drops it back to Millie Bright. And Mary Ebbs instead has to go and get it, who went behind Millie Bright. Now Bright clears it over that far side for Lauren James. And that's a cracking pass from Millie Bright. What can she do here now? Lauren James. James, wonderful bit of skill to keep hold of the possession. Goes to Ella Toon. And now Rachel Daly. Kira Walsh is there. Walsh plays it through for Ella Toon. Out wide to Lauren James. James. Cuts in field. Still going Lauren James. Stanway there. Drops it back to Greenwood. Inside the centre circle. Stanway just inside the Danish half. Out wide to Rachel Daly there now as Ella Toon into Lauren James. James with the cross towards the back post. There's Lucy Bronze who chests it down. Towards the edge of the box is Stanway, but the pad ball again from Lucy Bronze is almost cost England there. It's Pernille Harder. She's a dangerous player. We know that from the in the time in the WSL. Pernille Harder goes for goal and there's a wonderful save in the end for Mary Earps, diving down to near post on this right hand side. But Pernille Harder just profited from that there. She was onside as the ball was played to her, played on by Brighton Greenwood. She then cuts it away from Millie Bright and got a strike in, but it was easy down to cover the near post. And England lead by a goal to nil. Here's Mary Ebbs who will take her touch and find Alex Greenwood. Here is Ella Toon back to Alex Greenwood and now Toon again. England can't come forward as they will lose possession. But Denmark just have the ball back with their goalkeeper Christensen. Out wide to Bolsinger. Bolsinger just clips it down the line and is headed away there by Millie Bright. It's back with Lucy Bronze. Gets the ball forward to Chloe Kelly. Kelly is brought down inside the centre circle by the number 6, Karen Omgaard. And Omgaard did one of those where you normally say takes one for the team, because Kelly would have spread the ball out wide to the left and England would have probably been away. But as it goes, Millie Bright has it on halfway for England. Plays it in towards the centre circle and Alex Greenwood inside the England half. Kira Walsh does well to look one way then gave the other. But Greenwood now can come over halfway, can she not? She plays out wide to this right hand side looking for Chloe Kelly. Bounces over the left. Can Kelly keep the ball in play? She can. And does well there, Chloe Kelly, to win the corner for England. And that's a good bit of play as we see Wolverhampton Wanderers flag there. I think a Luton flag near it too on this. Behind the goal away to my right hand side on the near the England right. Chloe Kelly's there to take the corner, is she? Yes, Chloe Kelly will opt to take this corner, or will she leave it for Alex Greenwood to come across to take? I wonder. Russo, Daly. Bright all in there. Chloe Kelly to take this corner. Kelly delivers the ball in towards the back post. One sends it back in, and just over the bar in the end from Lucy Bronze from the corner. And England, with half an hour, with 30 minutes on the clock, almost double their lead with Lucy Bronze ending it back in and just bouncing over the crossbar and onto the roof of the net at the last moment there. England 1, Denmark 0. If you're joining us here on the commentary, Russ Vernon, the man bringing you the commentary today. As here comes Christensen with the goal kick up towards halfway, but England will look to win the ball back with Lucy Bronze. Was a foul by Stanway. And Denmark have a free kick. Just inside their own half, taken by Katrine Veg. As here comes Denmark to try and attack with this free kick, and Millibye is telling him when she wants everyone to push out if they can, and the ball will bounce all the way out. Poor free kick from a Danish point of view, and England have a goal kick there. That's being called across by one of the coaches from Denmark to give us some instructions probably on how to do a better free kick next time around. And now Stanway for England drops it to the far side and Daly. Down the line is James. James goes back to Daly, and Daly will twist away and find Millie Bright on the right hand side as England come forward. Midway inside their own half, and Chloe Kelly nips in. Here's Lucy Bronze. Can England get the ball now? It's Alessia Russo into Lauren James. James can't pick out a teammate there, and he goes out for an England throw-in now. Look for Ella Toon there, did Lauren James. James telling Daly to go back to Alex Greenwood, and she obliges. Here is Greenwood to Daly again. Daly will lob to go down the line looking for the run of Russo. Toon's there to win the ball back for England though, as Denmark won the ball initially. Here's a goal scorer James. Back to Daly. Walsh orchestrating. Turns to go back to Greenwood. Now Kira Walsh turns to get away from her man. Into Stanway. Back to Walsh. And England will just keep the ball moving with Millie Bryan now joining this attack. It's spread out wide looking for Lauren James, who brings it under control. Lauren James into the path of Russo. Back to Daly. Daly now chipping the ball in towards the penalty for Lucy Bronze at the back post. He goes off edge and behind for a corner, is it? No, it's better for a goal kick. That touch must have came off Lucy Bronze. Did we just see this seriously come off Bronze? I'm not sure. This angle will probably tell me better. Yes, it just comes off Lucy Bronze in the end. Got a full round there from Verges. Bronze acknowledges the ball in. Stanway applauding that ball in as well. And Denmark, goalkeeper Christensen, is just giving a cheap throwing away there. Kicking straight out from their goal kick. As England lead by a goal to nil. I wonder what the Lionesses can conjure from this attack. Here's Lauren James. James spreads it out wide. But can't pick out a teammate. Is now Denmark come forward. Trying to pick up Pernille Harder through the centre. Which cool, who gets there's a England player down. It's Kira Walsh who's gone down holding a knee. And she just says she's done a knee, so it looks like England may be forced into a change here. I'm just looking at the Lionesses bench. Yeah, she just says I just seen him out to the physios. She can't continue, she's done a knee. And it looks as though, I would say probably, to go into the position that Walsh has been playing, I'll probably go maybe Lauren, probably may go Jordan Nobbs. We'll wait and see what Serena Wiegman does. Stanway and Daly just having a chat there as the FIFA doctor comes on. And I saw Rachel, saw George's Kira Walsh there, know that, and she's done a knee. So we'll just have a look at the Lauren James goal again. A cracking finish. Serena Wiegman enjoyed that one. And so did some of the fans behind the goal as well, as I've hit the back of the net. Plenty of fans behind that goal jumped to celebrate. And Lauren James and some England fans really enjoyed that early goal by the Lionesses. And it looks as though Keira Walsh will have to be helped onto a stretcher there. There's the Danish fans there on the screen. And it's England 1, Denmark 0, 36 minutes gone. Lauren James with the goal after just 6 minutes. Some England fans enjoying the game so far. Keira Walsh just laid on the stretcher now, having to be stretchered off here. Some of her teammates coming round to clap us. We just see a player about to come on here. I'm just trying to work out who this is. Can't see her squad number. I think it's Laura Coombs who's going to come on for Keira Walsh here. And now England's medical staff and the FIFA medical team help off Keira Walsh. The fans inside the stadium clap her off as she makes her way off the field on a stretcher. I'd like to see any player go off on a stretcher, whether you support that team or not. And everyone here in the commentary wishes Keira Walsh a speedy recovery. As England may be forced into a change, which sees Laura Coombs come on for Keira Walsh. And that's the first change of this game for the Lionesses. Denmark yet to make one, and it was a enforced change for England, with Laura Coombs having to come on for the injured Keira Walsh, who had moved the ball around nicely there. And Denmark have a free kick. Laura Coombs there just watching on then for England as the free kick comes forward, and it breaks for Lauren James, who will try and turn away and get England moving forward. James just excellently well to keep the ball and turn away from danger. Finds Rachel Daly. Daly turns away but finds James again. But England win a throw-in after Thompson put a foot in to clear the ball away. England 1, Denmark 0. Here's Toon back to Daly, and now Daly switches the flanks to find Millie Bright if she can get there, and she does so. Just puts a bit too much on the ball for England to keep hold of it, and she tried to look for Lucy Bronze. That's another on this near side, trying to work room to cause a few problems. Goes to Pernille Harder, tries to flip the ball on. England just intercept, but Harder wins the ball back. And here comes Denmark with Ongard. Ongard gets the ball forward. What can England do here now is Denmark has to come forward, Asper out wide. But James just watches it. Rather play for a throw-in to the Lionesses, which will leave to be taken by Rachel Daly. And England will keep hold of possession. England leading by a goal to nil. If you're just joining us here on the commentary hub, the home of alternative commentary. As here comes Stanway to win the ball back for England, as Denmark were trying to battle for it inside the England final third. Daly there is there's Ella Toon down on just clutching a thigh at the moment and limping a little bit here. Ella Toon trying to run this injury off, and here's Ella Toon, drops it back to Daly. Now Greenwood clears it away off the Danish Pernille Harder, the Danish skipper, and England have a throw-in. Good bit of play this from the Lionesses as Denmark trying to come forward. Here's James into Daly, but Daly loses out, and now Denmark have Pernille Harder in there, and Pernille Harder's shot goes all the way across. Lucy Bronze just watches it. It won't go out, So Bronze has to clear down the line to Laura Coombs. Coombs will now come forward into Chloe Kelly. Back into Coombs. Coombs towards Bronze. Madsen just intercepts. Now Denmark have the ball back. Ramgaard into the path of Bauziger. Bauziger into Boy, who can get the ball forward into Cole. Cole now into Vegge. Vegge now drops it inside as England will look to come forward. Can Denmark cause England a number of problems in the second half? Have not really troubled the Lionesses in this first half as much as Ella Toon will come forward for England as she can get on the end of that ball. But Denmark just win the ball back as England just trying to get to half time at 1-0 up is a bit dangerous, especially after Denmark. They're thoroughly in the game against China as Georgia Stanway goes for the ball there. On Pernille Arden, she apologises and Arden knows that she got the ball and it was a ball that whacked it in the face, not another foot of Stanway. And Stanway apologised straight away and it looked as though Pernille Arden accepted the apology from the Lionesses midfielder. As is Millie Bright now for the Lionesses. Finds Lucy Bronze. Back to Millie Bright. As Serena Wiemann's side will look to move Denmark around as this Laura Coombs into the path of Alessia Russo. Russo back to Coombs. Coombs will hold up the play and go back to Stanway. But England have won a free kick foul on Laura Coombs. There from Catherine Cool as she pulled a shirt as she trying to get the ball back. And then kicked her ankle in the end as well is Bronze into Stanway and Stanway takes the free kick. Daly into Toon. Daly nips in again as Denmark tried to clear it. Crossfield pass looking for Chloe Kelly is poor by Daly. Well, Veggie just sits across there to Ed clear for a throw-in. Here is Millie Bright. Excuse me. Bright has it again from Greenwood. Back into Alex Greenwood inside the centre circle. Here's Stanway. Back it goes now as England have just put Stanway in the role of Kira Walsh and Laura comes that bit higher up in the two of the midfielders. Play alongside Ella Tooners, two number 10s as England were playing times in the last game. Here is Lauren James into Laura Coombs. Coombs now spreads the ball out wide into the path of Chloe Kelly. Kelly turns one way, delivers the ball in towards Alessia Russo, just over her head. Tunes in towards the back post, cleared away by Denmark. Here's Rachel Daly, chests it down and then wins a free kick. There, fantastic play from Rachel Daly just to get a free kick just as half time approaches. Looking in the back on Daly from the number 19, Yanni Thompson. And England have a free kick, which they've taken quickly as Daly finds Greenwood and now finds Millie Bright. Now here is Lucy Bronze. Bronze chips the ball for looking for Russo, who slipped. There did Coombs. Bit to the back, but Russo can profit from that. As here comes Denmark in possession as half time looms. We're going to see how many minutes of stoppage time will be added on shortly. As is Veggie coming forward now for Denmark, coming up over halfway, attacking down this right hand, their left hand side, England's right. Finds Madsen. Madsen delivers a cross in towards the penalty area. It goes across and England win a free kick. Foul by Pernille Arden and Rachel Daly. And Daly stays down with an head injury as we see 4 additional minutes added on for the Lionesses to hold on to this 1-0 lead. As the ball came in, Rachel Daly come across and took one for the team. But again, clattered into the back to win a defensive free kick. Elbow in the back by Pernille Arden, who then sat on her as she landed on the floor. Rachel Daly will remain down Are back up by the England teammates. No need for any physios that time around, as there was a challenge by Peniel Order on Rachel Daly. England will try and get back into the lead. And double Elish, let's see if they can do so, as is Ella Toon. Alpha throwing to the Lionesses. Toon takes to Daly as England want to go on with the proceedings. Stanway now. Here is Alessia Russo to Greenwood. Russo did well there to keep the ball moving for England. Crossfield pass is better this time from Greenwood to Lucy Bronze. Bronze inside to Stanway. Out wide is Chloe Kelly. Kelly sees Bronze on the overlap and finds her. Bronze inside the penalty area. Moves the ball across. Poor ball in from Lucy Bronze. Should have been higher. As now Madsen just goes down. England just intercept. But Madsen still has the ball. Down the line is Cool, the number 12. She plays the ball for looking for Peniel Order to chase. Thompson's there too. And Greenwood and Stanway do well to win a free kick out of that for England. Stanway was a player fouled by Asbo there. And also Thompson, who was pulling the back line. It was Thompson who actually fouled her. Here's England who lead by a goal to nil. Here's Lucy Bronze. What can England do here now, as England will look to come forward? Here's Greenwood now for the Lionesses, who finds Rachel Daly. Daly into Stanway. Stanway turns away through the legs of Cool and out wide to Lucy Bronze as England try and progress down this right hand side. Bronze into Stanway. Stanway out wide towards Lauren James. Will be too much on that from Stanway. Can't find James. As we come up towards half time. Is England 1, Denmark 0. And I wonder what England will do in this game today, if they are to get anything out of it. My second commentary of the tournament. Commentator on Ireland being knocked out on Wednesday. England leading today. As here comes Lucy Bronze now. England just playing a neat bit of play. Down the line for Chloe Kelly. Kelly going well. And is Kelly fouled? She is, according to the lines person, or the assistant referee on this near side. And England win a free kick. It was a foul by Leger there on the impressive Chloe Kelly, who was the match winner in the Euro 2022 final against Germany. Last chance for England to double their lead. It'll be Chloe Kelly who was fouled to take the corner. It's like a corner because he's not a couple of yards away from it, but it's a free kick. There, here comes Kelly. Delivers the ball into the penalty area. Edge go. Bronze can't get there, the far post. But in order watches it go out. Throwing to Denmark. Almost the end of the first half as we've played all of the 4 minutes. Throwing there into Peniel Order. Denmark trying to come forward, but here's Alessia Russo for the Lionesses. Russo does well to hold up the play, as England will just try and keep the ball for the final few seconds of this first half. And they win a throw-in by doing that bit of excellent play from Alessia Russo. And that does bring us to half-time. And that just brings us to England leading at the break, thanks to the earlier goal from Lauren James on 6 minutes. England are playing some really good stuff today, much better than the game against Haiti, and it must be said, from last Saturday. England been working on the patterns of play and in a different opposition, which allows England to play a bit better. But at half time in our featured match today, it's England 1, Denmark nil. I'll be back in 15 minutes. Welcome back to the second half coverage of the game between England and Denmark. England leading by a goal to nil thanks to the goal from Lauren James. England have lost one of their key players in Kira Walsh in the first half due to what looks like to be a knee injury. Laura Coombs has a big role to fill in that one as England and Denmark go into a group huddle ahead of kick-off. As we get ready for the second half of this game between England and Denmark. Looks like no further changes for England. Looks like no changes for Denmark to tell you about as well. Still awaiting news from Kira Walsh's injury. As we're ready for the second half to kick off, England attacking the goal away to my left hand side in this second half. Denmark attacking the goal away to my right. And England will kick off with Alessia Russo to be the one who kicks it off for England in the second half. Referee gets ready. And we're now ready and we're now off and underway in this second half of Walsh. As Stanway, should I say, plays it back to Millie Bright. Orthos go out to Kira Walsh, who went off injured in that first half. And running through the two sides in a few moments. Looks like no changes by either manager. As England will try and start on the front foot as here comes England down the right hand side with Laura Coombs chasing. Here's Lucy Bronze. Bronze still going. Good work from Lucy Bronze. How wide it goes. Can England get the ball in? She can't find Russo in there, but England win a corner start of the second half. Come off, boy. And an early corner, 30 seconds, 36 seconds in the second half. Chloe Kelly across to take it. And this is a good promising start from England to the second half, looking to double their lead. I wonder if England can score from this one. Ball whipped in towards a penalty area. Edge go up. Comes across the back post. Bronze can't help it in and it's bound for a corner. And again, Valencia just manages to get there and put it behind for another England corner. And this is a dangerous corner again. Bronze helped it back in. And Valencia just managed to clear it away before the foot of Georgia Stanway was there to turn the ball home. Alex Greenwood will take this corner on this left hand side. Greenwood delivers it towards the back post. Bronze heads it down. 2-0. Toom just fires it over. England looking. I think Bronze were looking for a potential penalty in there after she was pulled there, pulled down to the ground after the head from the effort from Toom went over. No penalty given as England have Earps in goal. There's a back four from right to left of Bronze, Bright, Greenwood and Daly. In front of the back four now is Coombs with Toon and Stanway. And then Kelly, Russo and James. We'll have a look at the Danish side for you in a second. And tell you what their lineup is for the second half as we'll just watch this free kick from Denmark first of all. Ballinger will to take this free kick. She'll hit the ball forward towards the edge of the England penalty area, but England just intercepted well and will try and come away with the ball. Ballinger just got back in there ahead of Russo, and then England with Greenwood heads it clear up towards Alessia Russo and Chloe Kelly. Kelly's got the ball away for England. Chloe Kelly coming forward. She's got Lauren James outside of her. Russo on the other side. Russo tries to pick out James. He runs harmlessly out of play, and it will be a goal kick. And it'll be a throw-in, should I say, to England, to Denmark. On this near side, Sevek to take it. So we'll line up with Christensen in goal. 4-2-3-1 for them. Pass for Sevek causing the point head is a midfield of Tonneson, Asper, Cool, Omgard, Madsen, and then Peniel Arder in attack for the Danes. Interesting to see how England do progress and get more on the front foot as they were at the start of the first half. Denmark creep back into it towards the back end and they're looking to get back on the front foot, England, at the start of the second half and remaining on the front foot and have a lot of the ball as England just waiting for this Danish goal kick to be taken. And Chloe Kelly almost profiting as she almost tried to nip in together the short goal kick which was taken, but Denmark have wear this ball well as the play up towards off England penalty, but Rachel Daly intercepts. Wonderful play from England as Lauren James is there now. James can't control the ball and England have just lost him momentarily. Boziger gets the ball forward. England can't keep the ball forward. And Denmark trying to get the ball forward. But there's the run. And Mary Ebbs will claim the ball well. And England will look to try and get the ball forward. England leading by a goal to nil as here's Alex Greenwood to Georgia Stanway. Now Greenwood again to Millie Bright. If you're just joining us, just to remind you, England to the lead on 6 minutes through Lauren James. A curling effort from the edge of the penalty area to the bottom left hand corner of the goal. And then just before half time, Kira Walsh went off with apparent knee injuries. Denmark almost got in there with Madsen, but Millie Bright and Alex Greenwood intercepted that brilliantly. And now Lucy Bronze is fetching the ball away for comes out to Toon. Now further out to Chloe Kelly. Kelly wins the throw in. But that was but Denmark almost going behind there through Madsen and Arder. But England on the front foot now with Ella Toon into Lucy Bronze. Bronze delivers the ball in, heads it away. On this was Stanway. Out wide is Chloe Kelly. Kelly just into Ella Toon. Back into Chloe Kelly. Kelly takes it past the left back. Delivers the ball in towards the penalty. Heads just cleared it away, Denmark again. Here's Stanway, has to go all the way back to Alex Greenwood. England just knocking the ball around nicely, like they were in the first half. As England try and build up from the back. Out wide is Chloe Kelly. Bronze down Lambush. Instead goes back to Millie Bright, who finds Alex Greenwood inside the centre circle. Midway inside the England half as now they're just progressing to the Danish half and play it towards Rachel Daly, who come up from left back. But it was over it, and England lost possession, but Daly just intercepts, but then Denmark have it back. And Sevek just clears it downfield. Here's Thompson, but Greenwood intercepts and Bright helps it further forward. Stanway's there to try and get the ball even further forward, but Thompson has it again for Denmark on this right hand side as they attack. Takes it past Coombs in towards the penalty area. Cool's there, and it's a fantastic save in the end by Mary Ebbs, who just dove onto the ball as it was trickling towards the goal. But England lead by a goal to nil, and they've been looking forward to this second half. Now England trying to keep the Danes out and trying to add to their 1 goal advantage. Here is Mary Ebbs, who will clear forward for the Lionesses up towards Rousseau. But Denmark win the ball back. Is Verge to keep the ball for the Danes as they try and play the ball for. There's Bright to head the ball clear. There's the foot of Stanway in to try and help the ball down the line, but it goes out of play for Denmark throwing. Denmark looking to cause England a few problems in this second half. They didn't really cause many problems in the first as they would have liked to. England 1, Denmark 0 is the scoreline if you're just trying to see it on the commentary. Bruce Brennan guiding you through this action as we see Denmark lose possession of cross-field pass, which Rachel Daly will now take a throw in for the Lionesses with. Lauren James is down the line So too is Alessia Roos on this knee side, but instead she goes to Stanway and it's up towards Alessia Russo. Russo can't get there. Denmark come forward. Thompson discussing field. Stanway intercepts. Daly turns away from her man. And now here comes James. James wins England a free kick. And then just keep the ball there. That's fantastic turn away from Cool there from Daly. And then James was fouled then. He tried to get the ball off her. But she did cleverly pick the ball up and waited until they moved away for knocking it back. Finland Taylor free kick which they've taken. And Earps has it for Greenwood. Thought she left Greenwood a bit too short there, but Greenwood did manage to get that. There's no Danish players racing on to that one as Greenwood now chips the ball forward. She looks to pick out Alessia Russo. But Denmark are not playing convincingly well. England are more on top so far. Here comes Lucy Bronze now. Bronze comes through the centre halfway. Here's Russo. Out wide to Lauren James. James on the outside. Takes it past one. Can't get it again. Wins a corner. Does Lauren James, and that's superb work from Lauren James to win the corner there off of Asbo there. She got past Sevek with ease and put it through her legs, raced past her. Then Asbo looked like she was going to keep the ball in play there, but England and James just managed to get around her, hit the ball off her, and win England a corner which Greenwood will take. 7 corners England have had, none for Denmark. Greenwood will have this corner then for England from this left hand side. Delivers the in towards the penalty area, back post it goes. Lucy Bronze is there, it's probably out for another corner to England on that far side this time. Trying to see which way where it went. Peniel Harder was the player of the back post, will pull the ball behind for another England corner. Lucy Bronze was in behind her there. She was one of the Danish players to go down. Stein Balzaga was the other one. Chloe Kelly will take this corner for England over on that far side. It looks like you're having Kelly on the right, Greenwood on the left on corners. Good to see him switching up a little bit. Bright towards penalty, in towards penalty where Bright was. Denmark managed to clear it again and he goes behind for yet another England corner. That's the 3rd corner in quick succession for England. Can England make this corner count now? Double their advantage. Greenwood moves across to take it. Greenwood spots the ball down how she wants it. Greenwood will look to get the ball in towards the penalty and it's in there. Ball's in the ball on the back and just heads over. Lucy Bronze heads it wide. Lucy Bronze stays down for a moment. Now gets back up. And that's brilliant bit of play from Lucy Bronze running into Eddie then. Challenge with Peniel Harder for the ball. She stayed on the floor for a couple of seconds. But she's now back onto her feet and now back into action. No treatment required for Lucy Bronze there. Or for Peniel Harder for that matter. England just trying to get the ball back. Alessia Russo nips in and concedes a throw-in, but England causing Denmark a number of problems from set pieces so far today, especially from the corners. And some fans on the screen just spot themselves on the TVs around the globe. As here is a throw-in for England. James will leave it for Daly. Oh no, she takes it to Daly and instead of lets it run to Greenwood. Daly gets it and then it's back to Greenwood, who goes back to Mary Earps, and England will start again from the back. And sometimes you have to go back to start again to get the best option and the best route to goal. So I don't mind this at times, just playing around and letting Mary Earps have a touch of the ball. She's really had a touch of this ball, to be fair with her, Mary Earps. As Denmark have really yet to cause England serious problems. In this game, England still leading by that 6-minute goal to 0 from Lauren James. Can Denmark find a way back into this game, or will England hold on to their precious 1-0 lead? Or extend it? Greenwood into James, back to Greenwood. Right is open on the other side, but she goes all the way across towards Chloe Kelly and bounces just out. She could have easily just asked Rachel Daly to come towards her, play it into a turn and go away, because there was no one really on Rachel Daly if Greenwood would have looked for that simple pass there, instead of trying going for the crossfield pass all the time. Oh, it's Lucy Bronze. You have to look for simple passes as well when she gets the chance. Here's Lucy Bronze now. She does look for a simple pass into two now. Stanway. Now Greenwood. Greenwood. Stanway again. Greenwood again. England just knocking the ball around well. Here's Millie Bright. Millie Bright will get the ball out wide to Chloe Kelly. Into Laura Coombs. Plays it back down the line, looking for the run of Chloe Kelly. Lucy Bronze was down the line there as well, but couldn't keep the ball in play. England is halfway through, which Lucy Bronze will take, and she will look to get the ball in the box, but she play it to Laura Coombs or Chloe Kelly, or even Alessia Russo. She goes to Russo, who turns away and gets there. Russo there again. She chips the ball back in. Didn't go behind, is it? He did. Russo didn't keep the ball in play. Well, that's unlucky for Alessia Russo. Did really, really well. And yes, the ball just goes out of play. You can see all the ball was out of play there in England. Almost gained the foot into a second, away into a second goal there. Here comes England. Can they get a second if they can get out of this ball again? As Stanway just can't keep the ball. As here comes Denmark now. Thomason, but Daly's intercepted brilliantly. Stanway. Here's Greenwood. Back to Stanway. Now Rachel Daly. This is what England's not done much of. Got Daly and James into the play. They've always gone down the far side, the right. And James trying to go on the end of a 1-2 there with Ella Toon, and she's been penalised for a foul there on the number 6 there, I think it was, which is on guard. I'm just looking at this again, and I think the referee actually has got this one spot on, in all fairness. And England still lead by a goal to as Denmark try and come forward this time, but England just intercepted well. Stanway there, Sarah Coombs to find Bright, and now Lucy Bronze. Bronze will twist and turn, feeds Stanway, Stanway into Coombs, Coombs back to Bronze, back into Laura Coombs, and Lucy Bronze goes down the line for her, but she instead goes to Stanway, back to Coombs, who drops into play that right back role at the moment, which is something I saw when we were watching Leeds United play last night against Nottingham Forest, whereas Luke Ayling, like Lucy Bronze, the right back, pushed forward one of the defensive midfielders. In this case, Laura Coombs dropped back into the right back spot. Leeds last night, Ayling got pushed forward. Jimmy Shackleton dropped into that right back role. So it's good to see that players can see situations and adapt into those, as England just get the ball away with Lauren James up towards halfway. No play up there for England, as Russo was back in her own half and going on the end of that ball forward from Lauren James. So Denmark have the ball back, and Christensen just clears it downfield. There's the header forward there from England as the Greenwood, and now England will chest it down with Stanway. Find Laura Coombs, who twists and turns on the ball and feeds in Lucy Bronze. Laura Coombs again out wide to Chloe Kelly. Inside towards Lucy Bronze, who continue to run forward. Well, can't get there, Lucy Bronze. And now Denmark just clear up towards halfway, looking for Pernille Harder. Ball went out of play for a throw-in to the Lionesses, who Millie Bride leaves it for Lucy Bronze to take. England leading by a goal to 0 against Denmark. Lucy Bronze to take. England, as I mentioned, have got black armbands on for the passings of Trevor Francis and Chrisbel Williams, who died earlier this week. Everyone here with the commentary sends our condolences to both of their families and close friends and former teammates and former managers. As here comes England to have a bit of defending to do. Legier will take this free kick for the Danes and get up towards the penalty area. Will England win the... Will England keep their eye line and catch Denmark offside? As the ball comes towards the back post, there's Rachel Daly to get nudged over. Is she? Yes. And England win a free kick, and she just asked the referee how many times is Thompson going to get away with that. Finally, this is about, I've counted, I think, 4, maybe 5 times that Thompson's done that on Rachel Daly, and she's not been punished for it just yet. And here comes England with possession. What can England do here? Can England progress the ball well? Denmark have to make some defending to do now, as England will try and come forward. Denmark have to try and work an opening as Lucy Bronze closes one avenue out and deflects it behind for a corner. England defending really well there. That's the first time Denmark's really going to near our penalty area in the second half. England's penalty area in the second half, should I say. England leading by a goal to 0 thanks to Lauren James's strike. There's only been one substitution in this game so far. And that was for the injured Kira Walsh, being replaced by Laura Coombs. Ball in towards the penalty area, heads away back from England. And Denmark will try and get the ball back. Omsgaard is there, who's onside. The corner taker, who's now got the ball, was offside. Thompson was just offside. So that's why Omsgaard had to come across and get the ball there. Bit of sustained pressure now for the first time in this game from Denmark. I wonder what they can do here with possession. This ball in towards the penalty area. England just managed to head the ball clear. It's arced high up into the air, and now James can't get on the end of that as here comes Madsen. Back he goes to Sevek, and Sevek wins the side of throwing. Came off Lauren James. As England just having to do a bit of defending for the first real time in this game. Feels real pressure on them. Without won't be too much pressure on them as the ball just goes over Melzinger and behind for a goal kick. Looks like no changes yet to be made by either manager in this second half. I'll be interested to see if Denmark will opt to go for a sub face if it continues like this. I'm surprised Denmark's not made any changes yet to get back into this game. As Neil Order can Lucy Bronze just intercepts there as Lucy Bronze gave the as Milliband gave the ball away initially. Now here is Alessia Russo, can't keep the ball in play there in England's favour, should I say. And now Denmark on the attack again. Neil Order is in the middle, but he's out wide with Cool. Back drops it all the way back, and Denmark have it back at the centre back with Bolzinger to try and get the ball forward into Boyes now. Boyes now just over halfway inside the England half, and out wide to this left hand side, and Thompson now gets the ball in. Here's Laura Coombs, and Coombs will look to get a foot on to the ball, play to Chloe Kelly, and England just gets it back. And now here comes Lucy Bronze to Millie Bright. Bright will look to get the ball forward into Alex Greenwood, and then Greenwood will look to fetch the ball forward and keep England moving. Here's Lauren James, who twists and turns and finds Rachel Daly. Daly helps down the line looking for the winner of Alessia Russo, who comes across and forces the ball and to go back to her goalkeeper, Christensen, and Christensen goes all the way across there to Boy, and Boy will try and come forward here. And intercepted well is Stanway as England try and get a second goal here now. Here's Chloe Kelly on the edge of the penalty area. Goes to infield Kelly. Here's towards Ella Toon. England can't get there. Stanway and Daly win the ball back between them. It's Daly now picks up the ball. Drops it back into the path of Greenwood. Here is Millie Bright for the Lionesses. What can England do here now as they try and come forward? Lucy Bronze goes in field. Wonderful play. Back it goes to Greenwood and now Daly. Good play this from Daly into Toon. Greenwood. Toon. Daly. Greenwood again. Triangular play there from England. And now is Millie Bright, who will try and get the ball forward for England. Ball down the line well as England try to keep the ball coming forward, as England will look to win the ball back as Verge just sends the ball forward looking for Pernille Harder down our left hand side for Denmark. And just as I mentioned with no subs, the subs are going to be made now as is the first sub for Denmark, which sees the number 2 Asbo being replaced by Amelie Vangsgaard. As Denmark made their first change of the game. England's only change came when there was an injury in the first half to Kira Walsh. Is there any more changes to be made? No, everyone is happy to continue now. And everyone, all the players now on the field, it's Alessia Russo. Russo running towards goal. Alessia Russo from the England line. And Russo! Just wide from Alessia Russo. Oh my word, fantastic run from Alessia Russo. And England almost got in behind there to profit from the effort. But England just finding wide there for Russo. And England almost getting a second goal there, which really would have probably put the game beyond any reasonable doubt. England have had 10 attempts, 4 on target. That's a 40% ratio. And the ball is out wide now with Chloe Kelly. Coombs goes on the overlap. Kelly comes in field. Kelly out wide to Coombs. Back to Lucy Bronze. Now Millie Bright. England keeping possession inside the Danish half and switches it towards Daly, who can't get there, and England lose possession again. That switch ball again is what is letting England down here today. What will England conjure up in the last few minutes? Will they go defensive and try to sit on this 1-0 lead, or will they try and get a second? I think they're going to try and get a second, as every time England get ball they do still attack when they can, as Pernille Harder just peels away on this left hand side for Denmark. She's got Velja outside of her. Coming up shortly will be the player of the match, which is going to be sponsored by Commentary Services. As a ball is put in towards the penalty, Earps punches it away, Daly flicks it on as well, behind through a corner, and Daly and Earps combine there to clear the ball away from England. Earps getting some encouraging words out to her teammates as they get ready for this Danish corner to come in. Pushed away, and England Denmark causing England a few problems this time around as the ball got pushed away there brilliantly by Earps and then Daly's. Now Virgil comes across the left back, Katrin Veg, to take this corner. England lead by a 1-0. The referee just having a word with Stanway and approximately, and Greenwood and Kelly in there, along with Van Skaard, Sevek, Bolzinger as well, from a Danish point of view. Luton Town far behind England's goal, where they're defending as the ball just comes in onto the roof of the net from the corner. Mary Earps just asking for the ball back, but she can get ready to take the goal kick. Well, that corner from Veg was a poor one, and Denmark didn't really trouble England. And they've not really troubled England much in this game, to be fair. As is Millie Bright into the path of Lucy Bronze. Bronze clears it downfield, looking for the chest of Chloe Kelly, who wins a side of free kick there. Foul by Verge, who poor corner a moment ago cost Denmark potential chance of a route back into the game. And now Lucy Bronze has the ball for Millie Bright, and she finds Mary Earps. Earps back to Bright as England look to come forward almost into the final 15 minutes of the game. England still leading by that Lauren James goal to 0, which was scored on 6 minutes. And here's the aforementioned James. What can she do here now? Can James attack? Bring her down the left hand side. She opts to go back to Rachel Daly, who plays it down the line looking for Ella Toon. Can Toon get there, or will she try and win a corner? She couldn't get there, didn't win a corner either. Denmark have a goal kick. Cool did well to step across the front of Ella Toon and watch the ball out for that corner. Denmark are trailing by a goal to 0, as England will try and keep this lead intact. England 1, Denmark 0 in Group D of the Women's World Cup, as England are going to make some changes, and it's going to be Russo and Toon off for England and Emp. As England made their second and third changes. Denmark are making a change of their own, as number 17 Madsen comes off and so does Balsinger for Sorensen and Thorgensen. Respectively. As more changes have been made by both sets of managers, as England will now try and make their way forward. England still leading by a goal to 0. And now here comes Alex Greenwood for Rachel Daly. Daly drops the ball back into the path of Mary Earps. And now England will try and come forward in possession. Here is Millie Bright as she chips the ball forward, looking for the run of Beth England over the top there. And now Daly intercepts to Stanway. Now Greenwood. Stanway again. Now Greenwood. Across into the path of Bright. And now Lucy Bronze. Lauren James turns and keeps the ball for England and finds Rachel Daly into the path of Stanway. Daly again. Daly has to go back because there was no option forward for England. Stanway from Greenwood's passing into Millie Bright. Excuse me. Bronze into Stanway. Can't get the ball into the path of Chloe Kelly out wide there. England will look to get the ball forward with Lucy Bronze in towards Lauren James. James tripped, but she keeps hold of possession. England go a free kick, but England have set. Will take it quickly and we'll have advantage and will continue as here comes Rachel Daly. Down the line it goes looking for Lauren Emp. And England will just win the throw in. There's a player down here for Denmark. It's 19 Thomason who's gone down here off the ball. You see what was up there. There's number 15 Thorgensen who collided into her. And she looks a bit upset at what she's done to her teammate here. Does Thorgensen. Looks like she was gonna cry because of what she's done. Thompson, who's had 3 attempts at goal. Civic and Home Guard also having one each. England have a throw in which will be taken by Rachel Daly. And England will try and get the ball back here as England will come to get the ball with Lucy Bronze. Bronze just intercepts as Denmark try to attack down their left hand side with Nicoline Sorensen. Will England profit from this as they will try and come forward? If they can go to the football, which they can through Stanway. Stanway now drops it into Alex Greenwood and who charges over halfway and finds Rachel Daly. Daly out wide to Lauren Emp. Emp looks to attack down the left hand side. Emp drops the ball back for Daly. Daly in towards the penalty. England's there. England just heads it wide. And Beth England almost doubled England's lead. Fantastic crossing towards the penalty from Rachel Daly, and Beth England just heads it the wrong side of the post. And England so unlucky from doubling their advantage. England 1, Denmark 0. Here comes Denmark away down their right hand side as they will look to attack. And England's right there left as England just closing down the avenues now. What can England do? Can they keep the avenues closed and the route to their goal closed and keep Denmark at arm's length? Lucy Bronze and Chloe Kelly trying to get that ball away. So Lucy Bronze just clears it downfield to Beth England, who controls well. And here comes Lauren Coombs into the path of Lauren Emp, and England will attack. Lauren Emp runs forward for the Lionesses, drops it back into Rachel Daly's path. Here's Emp again. Wonderful play from Lauren Emp, who can't keep hold of the ball. And now England will try and get the ball forward. What can England conjure up here in terms of another goal or keeping Denmark at arm's length and keep it at 1-0 as the ball goes forward looking for Lauren Emp. Can Emp get there? She can. She plays it off Thomason. Does she? No. According to the referee, goes behind for a goal kick. And Yannick Thomason just watches that ball go behind. Emp got the final touch. And I think England have really missed Kira Walsh in this second half on orchestrating this midfield. It's been a real big miss. England have probably been pushing a bit further higher up. I don't think Laura Coombs will have added to anything that or replicated anything that Kira Walsh was doing before she subsequently got injured. Here's Beth England for England to try and keep the ball moving forward. Daly wins the ball and plays it to the far side, and Bronze. Lucy Bronze will come forward now for England. Here's Laura Coombs to Bronze. England to get the ball back again, is it? In towards a penalty, looking for Beth England from Laura Coombs, but that's just a bit too much onto it, and England can't profit from the ball forward to try and double the England's advantage. England 1, Denmark 0 is the scoreline. Very shortly we'll be announcing the player of the match, which is sponsored by Commentary Services for yet another season, and England will try and make their way forward. What can the Lionesses do here? They will try and come forward as the ball's played in field. Here's Chloe Kelly. Kelly can take a touch. Drops the ball back, does she? Yes. Here is Lucy Bronze. Goes for goal and just wide in the end from Lucy Bronze. And Lucy Bronze goes for goal. And it's not far wide. In the end. And that's so close. Here is Stanway into the path of Daly, who gives the ball away, but Pina Alada looked like she lost control of the ball for a second, but she's regained it, and now Denmark will have a chance to equalise. It was a penalty, it goes. Daly just clears it away, and then flicked on there by Lucy Bronze. England can't get out at the moment as they're having to do some defending. Thomason drops the ball back to the substitute Thorgerson. Thorgerson coming over halfway. Spreads it out wide to this left hand side of Edge. Edge delivers the ball towards the penalty area. Edge go from Daly this time to clear the ball for England. And Stanway gets the ball forward looking towards Lauren James, who can't get there. Now Lauren embeds it in the field. England can't get there. And now he comes in towards the penalty area. There's a play down just back to her feet now. It was Millie Bright. I think, no, it was Rachel Daly, sorry. Thomason's now on the ball for Denmark. The player of the match will be announcing shortly. I'll just watch this attack from Denmark before announcing it. He's out wide with the substitute Sorensen. Sorensen delivers the ball in. It's up there and off of the post from the substitute Vansgaard, and Denmark have come very close to an equalising goal. How lucky can you get? Amelie Vansgaard hits the post, and Denmark almost draining level in this game. Some substitutions to be made. We'll have a look at those in a moment and tell you who says. And Denmark have made another substitution. Umgaard off. Trosselgaard on. As a cross comes in from the substitute Ferguson, who can't keep the ball in play. As England still lead by a goal to nil. The player of the match has been decided. We'll announce it in a moment. Who will it be? Who will be our player of the match? Sponsored by Commentary Services. We'll announce it in a minute or two after this attack from England if they can keep the ball in play, which they can't. So we'll now announce it now as Denmark have a throw in. And the player of the match today, sponsored by Commentary Services, is England's goal scorer Lauren James. A fantastic performance from the winger. Got the all-important goal so far and has caused Denmark a number of problems in this game as Coombs just sends it into the channel. But Lauren James is the player of the match this afternoon. Or this morning, should I say, or this evening, depending where you are tuned in to from around the world. The ball is flicked on there from England as opposing towards the penalty area. Bright is there as Denmark try to attack. Bills round ball, nothing given. Up against Sorensen. Sorensen just puts the ball in play. Feels like he went out for a goal kick. He did go out for a goal kick. England a reprieve there, but England felt they should have had a free kick for an handball by Sorensen. And I wonder if they ever claim it. Let's have a look. She's just offside, but then this is where the people for handball. Yes, it was handball there. It looked handball there by Sorensen. I'm not sure it went out. They probably realised they made a mistake of getting handball, so they'll get a goal kick just to make up for it. Because I don't think that all of that ball went out of play. England 1, Denmark 0. Final 30 seconds of the normal time. This game has gone really, really quick. England now leading by a goal to 0 here. Can England get the game moving forward? What can England do here as we're into the final few seconds of normal time before we see how many minutes the referee from Sweden, Tess Olsson, adds on. We're into the stoppage time now. We haven't got word yet of how many minutes will be added on, as England with Coombs to Bronze and now Stanway. It's followed by Greenwood. Beth England's challenging. He breaks to the penalty area as the goalkeeper comes out and claims it, Christensen, as we enter 4 minutes of stoppage time. Can England hold on for the final 4 minutes? They still lead by the Lauren James goal to 0. And here is the aforementioned Lauren James. And Lauren James concedes a throw-in. Lesher was fouled. Referee didn't give it. England lead by a goal to 0. Can England keep hold of this lead? It's going to be a throwing down the line from Denmark. And England have won possession back as here's Greenwood. Alex Greenwood will clear downfield. Would Denmark intercept and win the ball back as the pressure's still on England at the moment? England trying to get out of their own half. Everyone in a white shirt back inside their own half at the moment. As opposing towards the penalty area, but Mary Earps claims, dives on it, and just stays on the ground. Takes the sting out of it. Takes a few seconds away from this game. And England lead by a goal to 0. Ball whipped into the penalty area from Virgit there, the left back. But England really claim possession well there. As here comes Alex Greenwood, who will try and fetch the ball forward for England. And sends Lauren Emp on the charge down the right hand side. And Lauren Emp was being lucky there not to go on end of that ball. Ricocheted off and went behind for a goal kick rather than ball ricocheting inside the penalty area for a teammate to run on to. England lead by a goal to 0 we're in stoppage time at the end of the second half. We've played just over 2 minutes of stoppage time of the minimum 4 added on. Last 10 minutes, Denmark have had a lot of the possession. Can England get back into possession and keep the ball down in the Danish half? They can if Denmark play balls like that and give England cheap throw-ins. England may look to go to the corner, keep it in the corner now. We've only around about a minute to go in this game. Here's Beth England for Lucy Bronze. Bronze turns away down the line towards Chloe Kelly, gives Denmark a throw-in and a chance to get forward. And here comes Beth England to nip in and win a free kick for England. That's fantastic work from Beth England, and we're into the less than 60 seconds left to play now of the minimum 4 added on. Anything after the over the 4 is down to the referee's discretion. The Swedish referee, Tess Olsson. England leading by a goal to 0 in this game. Can England hold on and get another win in the Women's World Cup? Today's been a much better performance than the one against Haiti in their opening group game. And England just toying now with Denmark. As James has it in the corner now on our right hand side. She just goes to the corner with around about 10 seconds left to go. And England win a throw in. And she does really, really well there, does Lauren James, to win that throw in for England. But it doesn't matter, the throw will not be taken. It's all over. England have won by a goal to nil. It's Lauren James with the goal. After just 6 minutes, settle the contest. Our player of the match as well. And England have won by a goal to nil and move on to 6 points in the group. 2 goals scored, none conceded. England are on their way potentially to the last 16 in the competition. England win by a goal to nil thanks to the strike from Lauren James after just 6 minutes. Full time in the game between England and Denmark out in Sydney is finished. England 1, Denmark 0. Fantastic game then from England. Today we hope you've enjoyed our coverage of this Women's World Cup Group D encounter. From myself, Russ Vernon, and from the rest of the team here at the commentary hub, thank you very much for listening. Until next time, we'll see you then. Join Nicholas this evening for a review show. It's one you don't want to miss. From all the team here, goodbye.